Is that how your TV show came about? They loved you on Gary Moore, this and that. CBS signs you to a holding deal, back in those days, like a 5-year holding deal. In order to get paid, you have to come up with a show.
No.
How did it work?
It was a weird contract. They give a 10-year contract, and it was within the first 5 years. The agent who worked this out was a genius, because it's, I don't think, ever been done before or since. And within the first 5 years, if I chose to do a variety show, CBS would have to put it on whether they wanted to or not. 30 one-hour shows, pay or play.
You must have been in some good position to get a contract like that.
Unbelievable.
I mean, you were that well thought of. That
at that time.
Yeah, what a crazy contract. And the networks, you talk about now, networks now aren't so important. Then it was the only 3 networks.
That's right.
What a deal.
Well, I never thought I would want to do it.
Really?
I can't be a variety. That's not in me to do that. So, lap dissolved. I'm married, and I'm as cold.
You're married to Joe. That's your second husband, right?
Yeah. And I'm as cold now as I was hot 5 years before.
Uh-huh.
And so we're sitting around. We bought a house in California, and it was the last week of the 5th year. And we had 5 days to go, and we said, maybe we better push that button.
Because if you don't push the button, no payday.
It's over,
No payday.
So because you were cold, your career wasn't going great, you say, okay, let's come up with some show.
Yeah.
And the show you come up with is the Carol Burnett Show, variety show, and your thinking was, I don't want to do a sitcom where I play the same character.
Correct.
I want a show where I can show off that I can play many, many characters.
Right.
And so this great show kind of evolves out of that, right?
CBS didn't want it.
Because you were cold.
Yeah, they tried to talk me out of it to do a sitcom called Here's Agnes.
Agnes. Lovely.
Can you picture it? Here's Agnes.
Was the script horrible for Here's Agnes?
No, I wouldn't even read it because I said, no, I want to do different variety is what I love. Like, I want to do the Sid Caesar show.
Right.
I want a rep company. I want singers and dancers, sketches.
And they have to give it to you because they have a contract.
They had to.
Did they give you a crappy time slot at first?
Well, in a way, I was opposite Big Valley and I Spy.
Which is these are 2 killer shows, and you probably say to yourself, okay, look, at least I'll get a couple of weeks on the air.
They have
They'll
to do
cancel
30.
me.
And I'll have 30 shows, pay or play.
Right, and that'll be it.
That's right.
And how soon did the show become a hit where you're kicking I Spy's ass?
Well, we didn't kick their ass exactly, but we did very well. And it was within the first month.
Does the network's attitude change toward you?
Yes. And they moved me to the big Saturday night, that was Powerhouse, but with, All in the Family, MASH.
Yes.
Mary Tyler Moore.
What a lineup.
Bob Newhart and us.
So then you become this powerhouse because the lineup is so killer. You're all feeding off of each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.